this because TSM always picks Dust 2, but yeah. Forget about that, let's just go right into the game.
Okay, so Pistol, so the smoke in mid from TSM there to deny any early peaks from NIP. They cannot see anything at the moment. It's going to be a quick push up Banana though from TSM, so a little bit of a slow rotation from NIP as they had no information, but in comes the push from TSM, looking to barrel down the bomb site. They need to find fast picks. We've got Get Right here, waiting on first oranges. What is he going to find here? They're jumping over, looking for his teammate. Get Right gets both of them lining up though, runs out of bullets, can't finish him off, and that's now just 2 players left for NIP as they go for the retake. Dupree in construction, having a bit of a hard time here with this duel against Forest. Can he find the shot? No! NIP cleaning it up. It's just Carrigan left now. He's got to get the bomb down still. It's stuck in pool. I'll have to see if Carrigan can pull this shot off with the Tech-9. It's not going to happen. Exist saves the day. And that was a crazy retake there from NIP.
I don't really know what happened. TSM just went for a simple B push there. Only 2 NIP players waiting on the bomb site. And TSM, I think they were up 4 versus 2, didn't really manage to get the bomb down, and I don't know if it was a lack of communication there from TSM, but they should have won that round.
Absolutely, but while they do have some Tech-9s, they're going for a bit of a save here. They didn't get the bomb down, of course, so usually you would expect the pistol armor to come in and then the full save, but they have just got a couple pistols.
And we actually see a Deagle here on device. We talked about this a lot earlier this tournament, about buying the Deagle instead of the Tech-9. I do not approve of this, since the Deagle is both more expensive and I think the Tech-9 is a lot stronger. But I just guess Device has a lot of confidence in his Deagle play.
Yeah, it's nice for those long range kind of. It's quite random, isn't it? But sometimes you can get those long range shots. Perhaps that's the idea. But it's not going to work out for Device just yet. A lot of out control there for NIP. They got Banana under control still, and they're just trying to funnel TSM. They really want them to go up middle here into this setup that they've got going for themselves towards Pit. And here it is. Alu going to spot all the lineup, can fall back, keep himself alive. They're moving into his crosshairs here, and it's going to be a very nice, clean round from NIP. Nobody dying for them.
And I think NIP is so happy with that round. It's actually very crucial to not die a single player there, so TSM, or sorry, NIP able to build up a small bank here, and TSM is going for yet another eco.
Okay, so once again the banana smoke, deep banana smoke there from Forest, right at the start of the round. It's a very fast one, and well, it looks like TSM going to rush straight past that. That's a good grenade. Here we go, Freiburg going to get challenged, king of banana. He's wearing the crown earlier, and here he is defending his throne. It's going to be a pretty easy round again, only losing 1 man in 2 rounds. As you said, NIP will be super happy with that.
Yeah, and let's see if they can continue with the SMGs. This is a thing we have seen NIP do a lot. Yeah, I actually think they're going to keep going with the 3 MP7s there. And this may look like NIP is just giving away a round, but it doesn't really matter if NIP loses this round, because they have built up a bank. They're just saying, okay, let's just keep going with the MP7s. If we lose this round, we can buy the next round. If we don't, we're in a great position, especially since we've got only a lot of kills with SMGs, which means, of course, that you get that extra money bonus.
Okay, so it's looking pretty slow from TSM. Again, they have to contest with the aggressive banana play from NIP, and this isn't something you see from NIP a huge amount, actually. And do you think this is something that they think, okay, this is a good edge to take against TSM specifically?
Yeah, I actually think so. You see them taking deep banana control, but they're still leaving 2 players there, so they must be expecting TSM to just retake the banana.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. So maybe this will work out for NIP. Freiburg gets the first kill. Trade coming in, though. Get Right still going to be able to trade it back onto them. They had the bodies in the right places. They spot the majority of TSM's lineup. They got a man-up advantage. They are with two SMGs still, so might get a little bit tricky here. But Get Right still there at the back of the bomb site. It's Cajun B now who's got to try to take him down, but he's going to get caught by Alu in the side. And this round is looking fantastic again for NIP, completely cleaning up that round, and they only lost 1 man again.
Yeah, and I think they lost 2 players in the last 3 rounds, and they didn't even invest in the weapons last round. And look at NIP right now. They have 3 AKs, which they stole for TSM. I think NIP can run away with this half now.
Yeah, and they have 5. It allows them to have 5 incendiaries straight away, and that's so strong and so important. We should expect, I think, a dominating CT half here for NIP with a start like this. It's going to take something pretty pretty incredible, I think, from TSM. This time, though, NIP mixing it up a little bit and going for a more defensive banana play. Although Forest did, I think, throw the deep smokes, and then they smoke behind it, which is a little bit strange.
This is just a great adaptation for an NIP. They know TSM always get control of banana, so they're just leaving 2 players there, even though they have control of it.
And the classic Freiburg get-right setup is very effective there. We've seen it many times in the past. And this round here for TSM is a bit of a save. They do have a Deagle again, so it seems like this is actually, I think, the same mix of pistols that they used previously when you were highlighting the point about Deagle and the Tech 9 choice. 1 Deagle, 2 Tech 9s, and 2 P250s.
And NIP going for... This is actually quite common if you lose a player as Seaton on this map. You just go for 2 guys on B and 2 guys just playing the A side. You're just ignoring A long. It looks like TSM is actually walking into 2 NIP players now.
So here we go, into the setup they go. There's Get Right with frag number 1, spraying down a second one, just easily taking as they come. What control from the spray, Get Right doing an excellent job. And again, minimal losses, only 2 players, no bomb down for TSM. At the moment, NIP's defense looks somewhat impenetrable, to be honest.
Yeah, and especially since they're building up that insane bank. After 5 rounds, we see 4 players with over 6k, so TSM must string a lot of rounds together to break that bank.
Okay, so NIP 5 rounds to the 0 TSM. In comes TSM's AWP onto device. Their dedicated AWPer, usually. They have quite a few players who can AWP very effectively, though, and here it is. Will he get an angle to play with in Freiburg? I think he actually kind of was just pre-firing that spot, and it's going to pay off here.
Once again, NIP going for that 2-man in banana play.
This definitely looks like they've got some very specific stuff against TSM here, because this is not the same setups we're seeing from them on their... These aren't standard rounds here from NIP.
And it's interesting how the meta is developing. Like, usually you say you want to gain control of banana so you can play 4 guys A, but then the terrorist is just getting control of banana back at you, so all the teams are leaving 2 guys in banana, which basically means you can just go for the straight up A push.
And this might be the frag to save it. Entry from Dupree onto Alu, so both teams losing their AWPers at the start. And we've got 40 seconds left or so for them to get the bomb towards that bomb site. They're trying to get it done. Get Right's going to fall as well towards Arch side. Still need to work into the A bomb site though, but do they have time here? They've got 25 seconds and they're going to go for the B play. They're not going to leave themselves with a huge amount of time to get the bomb planted. So if Freiburg can delay them just enough, that is going to be the key for NIP to hold on to this round.
I don't think NIP can win this, especially considering Kerrigan is going to cut off the rotation and 2 NIP players in actually in the 6-1 area.
But Freiburg gets 1, he gets traded on, and there is barely enough time for the bomb to be planted. Like a couple seconds spare there, and here you go. Kerrigan's into construction now. We do have Zipnix who's on the bomb site. Now, in comes NIP, both from Banana, Exist and Forest. Gonna just be flashing themselves in, smoking themselves off, cutting off the angles, potential angles for TSM to attack them. But here is Kerrigan lying in wait towards construction. There's a bit of spray, doesn't get the fast kill onto Forest though, but Forest turns his attention towards him and the frag will be won by Kerrigan. Zipnix is trying to waste some time, make it incredibly difficult for Exist, and there it is. Excellently done by TSM. As you said, NIP, they couldn't hold on, and it required a miracle from Freiburg, and he couldn't, in this instance, deliver that miracle.
Yeah, NIP was playing 2 guys in the big pit. It was just too far to run to the B bomb site, and TSM could just play the clock there. They played that 2v1 perfectly.
Okay, so we got a Tech 9 on device, and the rest of the teammates able to buy full AKs and nades and armor. So TSM, of course, you know, not really looking great on the economy. Let's see if they can keep things going in their favor, though. Got the banana control for NIP being worked on. Again, very aggressive posturing from them, much more so than you typically would see, I think.
And as you stated, I think this might actually be just NIP adapting to TSM's play, because they're known for always wanting to gain control of that banana. They usually take it like 20-30 seconds into the round, and you can actually see Gestar just staying closer to the beat side so it can help Freiburg.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they actually do go for the push again. They did actually try to flash themselves through the smoke before, which is something a lot of teams don't do, but it is kind of can potentially be a good way to counter this play because, as you said, sometimes the team will try to get the 4 players to A, so then they can get quite vulnerable potentially for the Banana retake. But in this round, TSM working middle, putting the bomb back towards Banana. Now the nades have gone away. Freiberg's just edging slowly back. He's going to spot a player, and there it is. Falls back, the re-smoke, and look at this. 2 players through to CT spawn. Alu's in a lot of trouble, has to hit some of these shots. He gets a tag, but he is in safety, and Get Right is there on the other end of the speedway to keep things under control. And one by one across the map, they're all falling TSM. It's just down to the in-game leader Carrigan to get something done, but he's going to lose that draw. Another clean round from NIP. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and TSM trying to go for that B split, but they should have called it off at the second they understood that they couldn't gain control of Banana, because the 2 guys pushing towards Arch and CT spawn, they were pushing into spawn before TSM even had Banana. So you can't go for a B split if you can't push from the B side. So I think this TSM should have called that B split off there.
Okay, well, it's going to be a save for TSM now. I mean, they just won a round, and well, this is a pretty awkward situation. It's the most kind of heart-wrenching position to be in once you've just finally gotten a round back. So, oh well, we've got no money now. We have to double eco. Now, if they can get the bomb down, that's really going to help. They've actually got the AWP on Carrigan now, thanks to taking down Alu. Is Carrigan going to actually be able to save or hang on to this AWP, do some extra damage? He's actually going to go for it. He's in the bomb site, and he's a very capable AWPer. Do have Forest in the pit, and all he has to do is stay alive and allow his teammates to slowly just work their way in. And they have done that. They set up a perimeter around Carrigan, so if he tries to go any which way, he's going to get caught, but they're never going to peek him. Allowing him to plant the bomb, playing it super safe, and now they are moving after hearing him plant the bomb, and Freiberg gets the shot over the top of the crate, and that's going to be the round for NIP. A little bit of damage done, but NIP with this economy are more than happy to move forwards with this.
Usually in this phase of the game, 2 frags can be really important to get on an eco like that. But due to the fact that NIP was able to build up that sick bank in the beginning of the match, it doesn't really matter for them. I mean, they can buy at least 2 more rounds even if they lose.
And still just so many incendiaries. Ali going to go for the quick peek in middle, but gets smoked off. And TSM, are they looking at a fast pace? It is a very fast pace, blinding in fact, up through middle, but Exist is there close on Boiler. They have their attention on the wrong angle. Exist takes 3 players out with the M4, and another buy round completely decimated by the defense of NIP, and they're even getting flanked by Freiberg coming in from Banana, and that's the bomb down. NIP looking completely dominant against TSM at the moment. Nix will find the frag onto Forest though, but there are way more players where that came from for him to deal with. And Freiberg is sitting on the bomb at the bottom of middle at the moment. So once again, it's a similar position, but instead of Carrigan, it's Zipnix now. For him to set up around him, they take the opportunities as they come, and NIP with another good round.
And I don't know what to say. This is... Sure, NIP is just playing great CS right now, but TSM... I don't want to use the word choking, but...
No, I mean, you have to have a lead first.
Yeah, so. Yeah, exactly. They're not playing the way they did earlier this tournament. And,
yeah.
Just looking frustrated, just going for a straight-up mid-YOLO play. I don't understand the point of that, really.
Perhaps they felt like NIP played... I think NIP haven't been putting 3 players on Banana ever, and that's kind of when that play is good. They've often been playing 2 players on Banana, and that's... So, I mean, it's not really a good counter-strat in that situation, but they are going to go and barrel their way up Banana again, but Get Right's there to support Freiberg. He did go down, and Get Right's playing really close to the angle. He actually stood out for a little bit too long, and he's going to get exposed, down to 15 points of health, stuck on Forest Orange. This is spamming, anticipating them, turning the corner, but he's a little bit too early. In comes Alu, missing the first shot. We've got 3 players for TSM, they get the bomb planted. It's just Zipnix now, and he's able to get an extra kill here. So good damage done by TSM, and they are going to boost their economy slightly with that bomb down, but still, another round for NIP, and actually with Get Right staying out there a little bit longer, that kind of extra second that he did that actually makes me feel like NIP are just super confident in there, because normally if he wants to play it super safe, he would get back straight away. But it's almost like, yeah, I can kill all of them.
Yeah, I agree, and you never want an IP to get into their like super comfort zone
Yeah,
where they just seem absolutely unstoppable because NIP is doing the same thing every round. And Freiburg and Gestra just pushing down Banana, and TSM seems to have no answers to it.
okay, well they are going to make their way to an A execute. It would seem they've got the smokes potentially for the car in the pit area and for Arch as well. So this looks like a very standard round, but there are two players, of course, towards the quad side for NIP. This is going to be actually not smoked off. They didn't go for the smoke towards Arch side, and they're going to get completely blown up by the crossfire. And again, pushing up middle, completely wiped out. Another round for NIP.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like they had the set nades,
Yeah.
they threw up the smokes, but it didn't seem to affect Forced and Exist at all. It just went out.
Look at their emotion there. They're just laughing. Big banana grins on their face. Except Forrest, who is still focused.
And I just feel like it's just TSM not hitting their shots right now.
Okay, well, Ali's going to get flashed in there, I believe, and he's going to take the peek down middle. No AWP for TSM. They only had it, I think, on maybe 1 or 2 rounds. And already 10 for NIP. This is such a strong CDR. We kind of expected this just by the merit of the economy that they built up, I think, in the first 4 or 5 rounds. But they're having this scoreline for a different reason entirely, and that is just impeccable defense on their setups, and TSM just kind of running into them.
TSM is trying to do the proper counter there. They know NIP is playing too deep banana, which means they have a really weak rotation back to A. So let's just go for straight up A execution. There's just 3 people there. And then they just get completely demolished by only 2 players. And if you get demolished by 2 players when you do like a proper set execute, there's not much you can do.
Well, TSM, they just have to stay focused and get their heads back into the game and see if they can't get this A execute working at some point. Looks like they are going to go for the retake of Banana. Freiburg's there, gets the first man. He knows there's more around the corner, pre-firing a little bit, and they are trying to take him very slowly, but surely they will get the kill. However, GetRight's still here. He's actually gone towards the sandbags. I'm not sure if they know that he's there. They might have. Oh, the M4, he's went back to the bomb site. GetRight's so smart, picks up 3 kills. There's one more player in Carrigan. But what is he going to do against the 3 players who are quick up Banana, through on construction already? He gets the bomb planted. Carrigan needs a huge play, but it's going to be Ali who just moves through the smoke and just takes him out. Completely confident that if he would have missed a shot, his teammates will get the frag guaranteed, and another round there with the defuse for NIP.
And then that round we saw TSM just trying to fall back on their regular standard round where they are trying to gain control of Banana, but first Freiburg trading 1 for 1, and then GetRight trading 3 for 1. Like, you can't trade like that if you're trying to get control of Banana.
It looks like everyone on NIP as well is really pumped up, to be honest. They look way more confident than they did in any other match that I've seen from them in this entire tournament. And of course, it's grand finals. We were talking about peaking earlier, but it feels like there's something extra than just that. And they are playing their game, and it's working perfectly against TSM.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like NIP is doing something super cool strategically. They're just having that standard crossfire in mid, 2 guys in Banana. We see they're actually just playing standard defensive on A, like 1 guy peeking apps, 1 guy in big pit, 1 guy playing arch. Just completely standard play for an NIP, because if they're playing at this level individually, it's just enough.
Alright, well, we're going to see another A execute, so we were talking about that earlier. NIP are basically reaping the rewards of the deep banana play, where they have 4 players towards A, so they have a good chance to actually defend against this. Now, they don't. TSM have no banana control. They don't know what's behind them, but they're gonna all go through quad and balcony. Very standard stuff here, but NIP just completely gunning them down. Still, again, not much happening here for TSM. Finally, Device has an answer on the Forest. Zipnik's coming into play, and there it is. They take the bomb site. They give themselves a 2-on-2, but here's GetRight and Freiburg so fast on the rotation from B, because they had deep banana play going on, that the bomb is not even down yet. GetRight eliminating Zipniks. They know Device is. There's nothing he can do. They needed more time, and that was so fast by GetRight and Freiburg.
I wonder if TSM should try to go for like fake an A execute and have someone watching the flank from Banana, because I didn't see where Freiberg came from, but I guess he just came straight from Banana because he was so fast there through middle. So
Yeah.
I just look at Kerrigan's face. He knows they're out of options. Like, they tried everything.
What do you do after you've tried everything?
I don't know.
That's what his face was basically. That's what he's basically thinking there. I suppose. Okay, so we are going to see them going for some basic control towards second mid. They more or less have completely given up hope on Banana at all. They kind of accept that in the early stages of the round it will be smoked off like this. And NIP with a really fast, deep smoke. And they try to take map control towards apartments and mid. And that's kind of the only thing you can do unless you're going to decide to just flash through the smoke. But that's really risky on Banana. So middle control here. NIP a little bit further back, but they have the 4 players here now towards a 3 towards Arch side. But TSM, they have actually got time to retake Banana if they want to. But it's going to be Exist with the peek out there. And they did not throw any Molotovs here for this spot, and Exist, it will capitalize. Trace coming in though, Carrigan with 2, leading by example, pushing on through Arch. A few tags, good tags there from Alu, taking Carrigan quite low, down to 34 points of health. Now, the bomb still yet to move close towards the A-bomb site. Cajun be watching for the preemptive rotate from Freiberg, but the smoke is still down there. We have 30 seconds left in this round, and it's about time for TSM to get that bomb planted, and they are moving towards the site. Forrest going to drop him. They need to get rid of Forrest right now. Here they go, but Forrest takes up another kill. Carrigan answering again, but Forrest is still just sitting in the pit with 5 points of health. Carrigan needs to kill him, but the grenade lands directly under his feet. I don't believe it.
It's just everything going NIP's way right now. Very nice strike from TSM. They had one guy watching the flank from Banana, just going up, like, working mid slowly, getting effective peaks towards long, Kerrigan getting those 2 frags, but they couldn't get forced in the big pit, and then that nade to end the round.
Alright, well, it's going to be, I guess we'll see if Carrigan can think of something for his team after trying everything. Well, after everything, there are Tech 9s. There we go. We've got 3 of them, and that's going to allow fast pushing. You can get a lot of map control while still being able to consistently be shooting and just gaining positions and positions. But if Alu is going to connect these shots and Exist as well, then what are they going to be able to do? They are getting slaughtered again on the push. 14-1.
And yeah, earlier when we had the 4 people here at the analyst desk, I think the majority of us thought that TSM was gonna go away with this final, winning it. Like, I even think, I don't know if it was Thorin, but someone said probably 2-0 to TSM as well. And
right, yeah, I also thought that TSM were favored. And I mean,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. But
I should just
like,
never. I'm just never betting against NIP again ever. In my life.
Exactly. It's like NIP have that extra gear they can put in, like sometimes, like they're doing now. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And also, TSM is not playing it to their full potential.
This is basically like NIP Magic without the situation, which is like unfavorable for them. It's just no, we're just gonna destroy you. Pretty much what is happening at the moment. Okay, so 4 Kevlars on NIP, which is indicative of a very fast round. They want to get the all those jaws. They want to swarm their opponents. They'll probably be jumping around. And the same with TSM. They got 4 Kevlars actually in 1 kit and a smoke on Zipnik. So they are ready to take the aim jaws here together and really get these prolonged fights going on. And here they go. Dupree with excellent control there to get the single frag. Device still in pit. No health to survive with though. And the bomb site is controlled by NIP now. Zipnik's coming in on the rotate from B. Carrigan is up middle as well. Can they get some good entries to get this started now? Zipnik's really trying to get himself a frag, but it's not going to happen. Freiberg will deny him. Carrigan's just got to go massive right now. They're all trying to face him at once, which is a really smart move here, and it's going to pay off. Ali picks up the kill. Map point now in this grand final for NIP.
14 map rounds for NIP. This is like, I'm here to like analyze this like tactically and like what strategy they are using, but I can just say like it's just you can just sit in your chair and just enjoy the show when NIP is playing like this, because there's nothing TSM can do right now.
Okay, well, the SMGs are out for NIP. Got the Deeg on Dupree. some 5-7s in the mix. They've gone for the full buy, of course, just investing everything because they have to. They've got no, as Fred said, 14 map points. That's ridiculous. We've got only Zipnix on the B-bomb side as well from NIP, for NIP to worry about. So if they are to push in here, and they're going for this play with the Molotovs. They did this previously, and I love this actually. This is super awesome. Just don't worry about the stacks. Don't even worry about scouting. Just throw loads of Molotovs onto that B-bomb site, and Carragher's going to run straight for the smoke. Oh, he does get a quick headshot onto Get Right, but he's got cover from Forest. Going down, Device up over the coils. They're seeing what he can get done, and the smoke is going away now, so Device has lost his edge. Seeing if someone will peek him though. It's looking pretty bad here, and NIP about to close out map number 1 in record pace, probably for a grand final. But wow, it's looking pretty good here, all of a sudden from TSM, but there's no kit on Device. That bomb is ticking away. Alu knows he just has to kill time. He's playing it super safe at the moment. And here we go. Going to jump around the corner, find Device, and that's going to be it. 16-1.